Okay.
I just called Peck or text Peck.
Okay.
So we're gonna wait to see from him yet.
Okay. Well, I told Brian we'd wait for him, so we'll give it a minute or two longer before we get started. And I'm recording, so just throwing that out there, right?
I didn't sign off on that.
So,
Ben, this is Sammy and Mike. I know you can see each other there.
Great to meet you guys. I've heard a ton about you already.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I can.
Not a ton, I guess, other than your Mike and Sammy from Ohio, and you guys moved to Salina, right?
Yes.
Yep, that's right.
And you're in the Army, right, Mike?
Yes. Yep, sure am.
Fantastic. A bunch of people on our team are in the Army as well. One of our good friends, Wayne and Lisa Blas, they lived here a couple years ago, moved to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Now they are in Maryland, somewhere in Maryland. I'm not sure what the base is there, but and they have some people there from their team that have kind of grown and definitely grown businesses in the Army. So we're in that community, I guess. So some good support there for you guys.
Cool.
All right. All right, well, I guess Brian will be on in just a second, and we'll see if anybody else joins us. But being that it's 8:30, and I definitely don't want to take a ton of your guys' time tonight, I want to go ahead and get started, and just really want to just talk about how excited I am right now for this time of year, right? And Herbalife being a nutrition company, and how many people will after, and everybody's kind of in the mindset right now probably of trying to finish up Christmas shopping and get their things wrapped up, or plan holiday get-togethers, or cook, or whatever they've got to do for that. But come a week from now, which I guess a week from today is Christmas, right? So right after that, people's mindset will start switching over until 2015, and what their goals are, and New Year's resolutions, and a lot of that. And so just an incredible time for, us to be able to make an impact out there and help people get healthy. So, really just want to, take advantage of people being in that mindset, and know that we can help them, with this great nutrition to reach whatever goals they have, So, yeah, that mindset is just really, really exciting, and it makes, I don't want to say it makes doing the Herbalife business easy, but it's easy. Like this is the time right now where it's like you reach out to people, and they've got that mindset. They're like, you know what, I'm ready to make a change. They kind of have been contemplating or thinking about life, and what's going on in their life, and changes they may want to make. And a big piece of that for a lot of the country tends to be weight loss, right? So some incredible numbers of people out there that are actively looking for weight loss, and then just in general nutrition and general fitness, and that I want to say like 80% of people have some sort of interest in wellness or fitness and nutrition. So just an incredible opportunity for us right now. And so part of 2015, we're going to make an incredible, massive impact this year. Really excited about what's going on here in Overland Park, where our nutrition club is, right? So Phil and Tiffany, a big piece of that, as well as, the other coaches that are working out of this club. Really excited for the future of KCK, and Wyandotte County, and has some of the highest obesity rates in the country, and so some of the impact there that Brian and myself and Frank will make is really, really exciting, and I really feel like we've hit a tipping point where people are know a little bit about what we're doing, and now it's really going to take off. And then, of course, just extremely excited about Salina and that group and what's happening out there. It's like, it seems to me like in Salina or in smaller towns that when something like this takes off, it can grow pretty rapidly, because a lot of people are connected and to each other, and those centers of influence tend to, kind of connect really, really well. So really, really excited about that for 2015 and what we're going to do. I'm going to, when Brian gets on, which I think he might be joining here, he's going to tell us a little bit about, there he is. What's up, B? He's going to be telling us a little bit about a big competition we have going on in the area, really in the Midwest. So, Brian, we kind of just got a little started and was just kind of casting some vision for 2015 and the impact we're going to make in our communities and really, just excited about getting people healthy, So, for those of you guys that don't know Brian, the two of us went to school together, and so I asked Brian to kind of share a little bit about his experience and kind of, how he got to be on the screen right now talking to all of you guys, So, Brian, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and kind of talk a little bit about you?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I know most of you. Can you guys hear me okay? What's that face, Amber? I see that face.
I don't know you.
I see Frank and Tiffany and this other couple down here. I'm not sure who they are. But anyway, I'll introduce myself.
Sammy and Mike.
Yeah, so they're Mike and Sammy. Yeah. So
Okay, so anyway, like Ben was saying, me and Ben went to high school together. We were both athletes. Stayed in pretty good shape all throughout high school. I think just by being active, our nutrition was probably way off. I remember having a 20-piece chicken McNugget before every football game. So I know that can't be good for you, but that's kind of what we did. And but anyway, so graduated, got married, had some kids, kind of let myself go over the years, and probably graduated high school at about 175 pounds, and 8 years later, I find myself at 240 pounds. So, just wasn't happy with the guy I was, had no energy, felt like crap, and was looking for something. Ben had mentioned Herbalife to me, maybe August or September of that year, and I told him I wasn't interested. I was skeptical. I just didn't think it was for me, and so he really never put any pressure on me from that point. I just continued to see what he was doing and kind of noticed the results he was getting. But anyway, so right around Christmas, he sends me a message on Facebook saying, "Hey, do you have a plan to get yourself healthier for the new year?" And I said, "Oh yeah, doesn't everybody? I'll come up with something." I didn't have a plan, but I just knew, hey, it was first of the year, so we all come up with something, right? And anyway, then he said, well, if you'd given any more thought to Herbalife, they have a challenge going on right now. It's an 8-week challenge. There's money to be won, and I think you have a chance of taking second place. And so that really was all it took for me. I figured first thought was I can do anything for 8 weeks. Second thought was there's no way Ben's going to beat me. So that's what really got me motivated. And, I kind of went out on a leap of faith. I had never tasted a shake. And just to kind of let you know, Ben's come a long way in these last couple of years, because now he makes first-time people shakes. He didn't even make me a shake. I just bought the products and believed they were going to work. He gave me a plan, told me what to do, and I did it, and just fell in love with it immediately. I was 15 pounds down really quick. Loved the way I felt, loved the energy, no more naps. Checking myself out in the mirror, like, man, this is working. I'm looking good. And so went on to lose 36 pounds in that 8 weeks. I did take second place. And what I love is that Ben took third, not first. So but then from there, man, it just it's become a lifestyle for me. I love it. I wake up every morning, look forward to having that shake, even after almost 2 years. And so, and then aside from all that, meeting people like Amber and Anthony and Tiffany and Frank and everybody, that relationship that we just have, and this team that we have, and this friendship and love and support and just everything that comes with it. I mean, I love it. My life has changed, and there's no going back for me. And so I just love it. I've probably said it 50 times and probably still not enough. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. I appreciate you introducing me to Herbalife, and just for the personal development and helping me to become the man that I am now and the man that I'll be, in the future. So thank you, guys. Hey, I love all you guys. I'm excited to be on this call. So.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks, Brian. Hey, it's great. Every time I hear that story, it gets me fired up. It inspires me. It just makes me feel good, and I'm so happy that I had the courage to reach out to Brian and put myself out there, because it's not always easy to ask somebody to ultimately to take a chance on me as a coach because I was just getting going there. I mean, Brian's really like my first client there. So, I mean, I thought I knew a little bit about nutrition, and my coach Alexis is on. She's just listening in today, you guys. She's not feeling incredibly great today. So, but she did want to listen in, and I'll just say that when I got started, I was hard headed. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. Just give me the product. And so it took me a lot longer to really figure it out. But the fact that Brian trusted me to help him get those results meant a ton to me. And I just look back and go, man, what if I wouldn't have listened to that little voice inside of me that said, reach out to Brian. I know he said no, and he wasn't really interested when you talked to him a few months ago, but something told me reach out to him. And so, now here we are 2 years later, and it's incredible how things have grown. So, that body transformation challenge that Brian and I both got into the first time, which was the first one that we had launched in the city area, really just jump-started both of our businesses. Brian posted a picture on Facebook of his first 8 weeks results, and I think what'd you get, 13 customers from that, Brian? I think it was something like 13 customers, got to 42%, and then was on his way to, supervisor and 50%. And so just from that body transformation challenge. So an 8-week challenge, there's, 8 categories. And then we'll also have a grand champion crowned, like, Amber up there was crowned our grand champion the last time we had one. And so just incredible.
Oh, sorry.
Amber.
I forgot. Anthony got best before and after for a male too. So can't let him not get some of that glory too. So and this is something that people from Manhattan and Topeka and Lawrence and Kansas City, and then we have some people in Omaha and down in Arkansas, all through Kansas City and some of the upper parts of Missouri. And look, there's the trophy there. I got one of those too. They used to be little small like this. So, yeah. But so just a great opportunity to help people get some incredible results. So, really want to utilize that as a method. If that's something that interests you, you have some competitive people, this can be a way for them to win some money, right? So we're going to pay out up to $599 in each of those eight categories for first. And on the flyer that you'll see, it shows that we're going to pay the top 2, but our goal for this challenge is to get 1,000 people in it. So, we'll end up paying the top 3, and the $1 from each registration is going to help a family in need. So we helped a family two families with our last challenge, one of which an infant that had multiple open heart surgeries and just had some, was going to need a heart transplant at some point, and then a 4-year-old girl, I believe, who had cancer. And so, being able to help those families out with that money too is just it's just powerful, right? So it's more than shakes. It's more than people winning. It's about making an impact in our community and helping others. Yeah. So that body transformation is going right now. Registration is open now until January 19th. So that'll go 8 weeks long from whichever day they decide. We'll kind of go from there. So I wanted to throw out a little promotion, for the team, and just kind of give a little bit of incentive to fill this thing up and to get 1,000 people in this. And that is, so anyone who gets 10 people in this challenge, I'm going to do an Herbalife 24 t-shirt. Okay. And then anyone who gets 20 people into this challenge, we're going to do a little bit nicer of a shirt. So maybe one of the Nike polos or one of the Nike dry fits that are on the Herbalife website. So, just a little bit of an incentive there to really fill this thing up. And I'll tell you what, it's an incredible thing of what can happen for your business when you get 10 people in this, right? You get 10 people results and you get 10 centers of influence asking them, hey, what are you doing? Wow, you look great. They're like, I remember the first time when I really started to lose some weight. So 15 pounds I lost in my first 6 weeks. And people were like, man, I can see it in your face. They could kind of see my jawline a little bit. And so, just naturally people will start asking you about that too. And if you're anything like Anthony, you're going to be telling everybody too, right? You're just telling everybody how good you feel and just some great things that can happen with that. So, a little bit of promotion there. Those are the things that we're really going to be doing more of in 2015 as we grow this thing. We're doing some promotions to, get you guys branded, get some cool Herbalife nutrition shirts or Herbalife 24 right? And really, really helping out with that. We'll do some things down the road too, like some qualification dinners where anybody who does this much, we'll have a dinner or we'll do some fun things. Maybe we'll do some group outings and that. So really want to do what I can to, incentivize you guys to get out there and help more people get healthy, So, just
Ben,
go ahead. What's up?
tell the new couple what you've done with your people that you signed up underneath you. Like, where are they ranked at and stuff?
Oh, you mean as far as the body transformation goes?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Brian has. I'll start with Brian because he was the first one that I helped. He got second place in the first body transformation that we did, so best before and after for a male. Then he also won in that same category. Was that last fall, Brian? Or that was last December. So Brian got best before and after for a male in that. Amber won grand champion this last time. Anthony won best before and after male. We have another friend of ours, Billy Hoskins, who won grand champion. His nephew, Jake, was inspired by his results, and he won best before and after male muscle definition. Brian, how many you've had a couple people as well too, right?
Yeah, I've had a guy take third place in the weight loss percentage category, and another guy take first place in that same category. So, and then I've had a couple girls get honorable mentions in the before and after female pictures. So, which basically is fourth place.
And what about Brent and Darren?
Yep. So Darren has another friend of ours got honorable mention in the male category. Brent just recently won weight loss percentage, and then we've had another, some other people here at our nutrition club and at our team and friends of ours that have won as well. But so definitely some proven results that Herbalife can get you and that have gotten us. And so really some simple things that we like to keep it simple, right? And then most of what we do as coaches is form, and then but then also to to help people get out of their own way. That tends to be a lot of what we do. So apparently, who else branded? Everybody else, Tiffany got a button on or something, maybe. Yeah.
Yesterday.
So
Oh,
that's definitely a method that works, and then proven results that we've gotten. So definitely. So, but don't worry about that. If you haven't coached anybody specifically, everybody's really cool in Herbalife about sharing stories and allowing people to really take a look at some other results. And and so
like that, me?
we got a little competition going here. I think I'm about that. I see a couple of rubies here. See some personality coming out a little bit. So so I just want to talk. I want to talk a little bit, give you guys something from this call, maybe that can add some value and that can help you out, as you guys work to really get the word out with New Year's resolutions and with people's mindsets on that. And that is, so I just want to talk a little bit about Facebook, and so what I know about their algorithm and some of the things that you can do to kind of increase the likelihood that somebody's going to see one of your posts. Okay, so basically what Facebook does is they have their goal and their intention is to have you, when you're looking at your news feed, for it to be an individualized newspaper, right? So it's a newspaper that I would want to read based upon my interactions, my likes, where I comment, and people that I'm interacting with, right? So it's showing me things that are relevant and that I'll want to see. That way you want to be on Facebook more and you want to see it, right? So that's going to be a big piece of it. So this algorithm basically is a scoring system. And so the average person has 1,500 posts that they could potentially see in their news feed every day. And so only a certain percentage of those, I want to say it's like 20%, you ever really have a chance of seeing in your news feed. And so, a lot of things tie into that, some of which are how many likes it gets, how many comments it gets, and then the timing of when it was posted, right? So the longer it's been since a post has been, submitted or posted, then it kind of lowers the likelihood that you're going to see it. So really doing some things and helping each other out, and when we see each other post things, really going through and commenting and really sharing some love and giving some energy to that person will increase the chance that it's going to show up in their center of influence's news feed. So then they see, hey, I'm looking for 2 people to, try my 3-day trial. I got 2 left of these. So really helping each other out can make sure that people are seeing those. Because if we're posting something and we're not getting a ton of likes and we're not interacting, it's just going to, it's not as likely that people are going to see it. So those are things we can all kind of do to work together, is to really comment on those and, take a look at it that way. So photos, things like photos have a higher likelihood to show up in people's news feeds as new videos, right? So those things, so videos that we actually create, can help. So some of the things that I'm kind of looking at is I like to post a lot of my things in the evening, with the mindset that people are online in the evening, dinner's done, maybe the kids are in bed and they got some time to kind of scroll through their phone a little bit. So that might be, I'll be intentional about posting something at that time. Somebody like Sammy, who's a stay-at-home mom, may look to post something during the day. Maybe when I don't know, but maybe there's a nap time, right? And kids tend to hit a nap time at a certain time. Maybe that's where she would look to post something closer to nap time so other moms can see that post and really drive things from that standpoint. So, kind of really being thoughtful around who am I trying, who is my target audience, and then posting things around that will be really good. One of the things that I've got here on my wall is I just came up with a list of people that I think that I'd like to talk to about joining the body transformation, right? So I have a list of those people, and then, setting up appointments to just catch up with them. So I may just catch up with them and say, hey, what's going on? How's everything going? And may not even, my intention is to just catch up with them. But if they do lead on to something like not having enough energy, being tired, wanting to change, being unhappy with their work situation, or wanting to start their own business potentially, if I hear any kind of opportunity like that, that's where I may talk to them about Herbalife, as a way to either put some supplemental money in their pocket, either to build a business if that's their goal, or to get healthy or help some friends and family get healthy, So, so really just kind of going through those lists. And then I have a personal goal set for myself of how many people I'd like to see get in this challenge. So those are some things that, that I would encourage you guys to do, is to really go, how many people do you want to get? I don't know. What's your number, Brian? What's your goal?
Well, I like promotion, so I'm going for 20. I want both of those shirts.
All right. Tiffany, have you guys come up with any kind of goal? You and Phil talked about it at all?
We haven't talked about like numbers wise, but I talked to somebody today, got a 3-day trial out, and she's interested. I'm shooting for 10 though. I want the t-shirt.
Right. That's good. Good. Yeah. Definitely good to get some free stuff. Right. So, so a couple of things we've got that we can kind of plug into coming up here. In Overland Park at Life Sport Fuel, we're going to be having a weight loss challenge that'll go 8 weeks long. And that will basically be 8 weeks where we can, check in with people. They can, see where they are. And then we'll have a discussion, a conversation around some of the things that really could help people lose weight. Maybe it's their environment. Maybe it's mindset. Maybe it is, just relationships with food, or things like, how much protein do you need? What are some good protein sources? Fiber intake, what's that look like? And really kind of as a way to build a community in our nutrition club. And then also to, educate and get everyone together and to have that accountability. So that's going January 12th. It'll launch. It'll be on Mondays. We're also really looking at an online version of that too. So where you don't have to necessarily be here, right? So if Mike and Sammy have a big center of influence in Ohio and they want to reach out to some people in Ohio and get them, into a weight loss challenge, they would be able to do it in this same format, right? So similar to what we'll do is like, okay, get a scale and now take the scale and, let's see it. You want to see what that weight is, and then that's some accountability that way, So things like that. We don't have that set for certain yet. But it is something that we're looking at as a possibility, right? So one, you can, even if you're far away, you can still be connected to the family and to the community that we have here. So, and then let's see here. One other thing we have here going on is, so we have the weight loss side of things, and a lot's growing there. There's the nutrition side, the fitness side, all of that, right? Well, then there's also the side of Herbalife, which is the business, and really getting into intentional recruiting and talking to people about how they can build a business using Herbalife as that vehicle. And so there's a series of calls that are launching. I think it's 8 weeks, I believe, 8 weeks worth of calls. Then we had the first one last night. As is basically systems, a system that's teaching us network marketing skills that we can use to teach people about the opportunity and present it to them. So actually skills, right? Skills that we can use and really help us to get better, right? So we need, Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers says that it takes 10,000 hours for someone to become an expert in their field, right? And so, a doctor, how many years will they spend in medical school before they're, actually practicing is 9 years. And sometimes we have the misconception in a network marketing business that we can just be 3 months in, 4 months in, and hey, I should be making a ton of money, but there's some skills that we have to learn along the way. And I'm really excited about this call series where it'll be Zoom, where we'll see the presenter and different leaders in our business who have built incredible businesses that are extremely personally developed will be sharing those skills and really teaching us that on a consistent basis. So really, really powerful thing going into the new year as we do this and as we continue to build our businesses so we can make a massive impact, on the world, really. And it starts in our communities first, So those are kind of the things we have going on. And then one other thing would be January kickoff will be our next big event. We have Tim Files coming in, who played college football at the University of Oklahoma and has built an incredible business in Oklahoma, Texas. I'm not even sure where else, kind of all over the place. But I don't even know what he's making now, but $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a month or something like that. So someone who has been massively successful, who has level 10 results from a physical fitness standpoint, and will be able to bring us things that are going to help us as coaches help people get better results. So really excited about that. January 31st here in Kansas City. And so, yeah, those are some of the things that we have coming up. So with that being said, anybody have any questions, anything they want to talk about before we wrap up? Amber, Anthony,
Hey,
looks like they froze. No, okay. They're both just really in it, right?
Mike, Sammy, do you have any questions?
No. No. I'm sure we'll have about 100 on Sunday, but right now, nothing.
Good. Phil, you made it. How's that personal training meeting?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. A little worn out at this point, but it was good.
Get some of that rebuild strength in you?
Yeah, well, that's back in my apartment. I got to go back and get it here shortly.
Okay. So yeah, I'm really excited, to get in the best shape of our lives, right? So see a little dialogue going around about Phil challenging his or Tiffany's brother Austin, and then both Frank and Brian have been kind of, going back and forth, and so, we really can. It's going to be exciting to see us all get back, and I even look and go, you know what, I can do a little bit better than what I'm doing, and really kind of get the whole thing going on, right? Whereas really for my mindset is that I'm in it, and we're growing our businesses and we're helping each other as a team, but at the same time, like, my mindset is on getting in the best shape of my life, right? Staying there and then helping other people get in the best shape of my life. When I've had the most success as a coach, it's been when my mindset has been to get myself in the best shape too, right? So I start there, and then when I have a conversation with Phil, I'm already on that wavelength. We're on the same wavelength, right? Because I'm thinking the same thing, like, how clean can I eat, right? The timing of when I take my Herbalife products and which products I'm taking and all that, it'll just kind of exudes into your entire life, and doing something like making a commitment to eat clean and to get in, do the best you can will just impact a lot of other areas of your life as well. I think Amber and Anthony have probably seen some crazy momentum in life happen, as a result of them saying, you know what, 8 weeks, we're going to give it everything we got, and we're not going to cheat,
Yeah,
Agree with that?
definitely.
Okay, so cool. Hey, that was good. We're about 30 minutes today, so this is something I want to continue to. I did a lot of the talking today, right? Brian, definitely thank you for sharing. I want you guys to I'm going to be asking you guys to kind of talk a little bit more as a way to get comfortable with this. This is kind of an element of public speaking, and so not always the most comfortable thing to do, but if there's ever a time to do it, it would be when you're with family, right? And you know that even if it doesn't sound all that smooth, it's no problem. You know, it's going to be good, and we're going to love you and support you, and that's how you become seasoned. You guys should have saw me when I first. What was that?
I don't know what she said.
I'm just being silly.
Yeah, Amber and Anthony were on stage,
Hey.
and they spoke for the first time up there this last weekend and did phenomenal. You know, and that's really how you become, you know, more comfortable with it, is doing it. So we'll really look at some opportunities and prep you guys so you guys aren't put on the spot necessarily. You know, Brian had a little bit of prep. He probably got 6 or 7 minutes of prep, right, Brian?
Right. Nothing better than showing up to the STS in that morning and Ben coming up and saying, hey, I volunteered you for a panel. Here's what you're going to talk about, and here's what so. But hey, you know what? Just do it. And so this is our close, intimate family right here on this call. And there's some others that probably should be here right now and for whatever reason couldn't make it. But ultimately, that's what I love about Herbalife is everybody at those STSs, that's our extended family. That, you know, nobody there is going to judge us. Nobody's there is laughing at us. And you know, everybody's just, you know, supportive and positive that they know what it takes to get up on that stage and to talk. So, you know, it's awesome. I mean, this is a good platform that we have here, you know, to talk, to ask questions, to get some of that experience and to feel comfortable. So, yeah, it's great. I look forward to doing these every week.
Cool. Yeah, so I think every other week. I don't know when we'll do the next one, because Wednesday nights at 8:30, you know, is a day that we've set for that. But we may have to tweak that because I think that's when the speaker series will be happening as Wednesdays at 8:30. So, you know, maybe we'll have to take another day of the week. Maybe we can do Tuesday nights at 8:30 or something like that, and you know, we can meet in that standpoint and kind of go maybe every other week. So maybe the next time we meet would be maybe like either right before the new year. We can look maybe the 30th if that works. We can meet at that point. That'd be a good time to just really get some momentum going again and keep it going, you know, as we run into the new year. And then, you know, we'll kind of go maybe every other week as a way. Oh yeah, that would be a good time to kind of really take a look at goals. One of the things, you know, will be cool to share is just what our monthly goals are. And they can be personal, they can be on the business side of things, it can be mental or emotional, whatever you know you would feel comfortable sharing. You know, those would be things to look at. And you know, we got 2 weeks roughly to am I right? 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No, not quite.
Yes.
10 days or something like that. 2 weeks, something.
Yeah.
Anyway, to really take a look at 2015 goals and say, what do I want to do for the year too? You know, so maybe we would take a little bit of time and take a look at January and what goals we have for January 2015, and then even for the full year, what your goals are, and let's put them out there. You know, speak it into existence. I know Frank sent me a text to some of his goals, and I was jacked up to just see him. You know, it's going to be cool to see him get down to, you know, back down to his fighting weight, right, Frank?
Yeah, right.
So anyway, yeah. So let's spend a little bit of time on that if you can, thinking about it, and then we'll get back together and we'll talk about those and then see what we can do to support each other. You know, like, hey, how do we do on our goals? And sometimes an idea will come from one of our friends or teammates here that'll help us out. So, okay, cool.
No.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate your time. It's always great seeing all these faces and connecting with you guys. Okay. Are we holding medals up? Is that what we're doing? Like this?
I'll have some to add to that here shortly.
What's that? Okay, that's right.
There you go.
Looking at
Yeah.
at the end of this challenge.
That's what I'm talking about. Use that as motivation, Phil.
Yep.
Okay. I'll see you guys. It's great talking to you.
All right.
All right.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Sammy, Mike.
See ya.
Bye.